We'll show you what we've come to know on board while sailing wisdom.
While Maddie is out in that heat with all the birds, the dog, and the kid, I came back to the boat because with no distractions, I'll be able to clean, run the shop vac, get the boat all cleaned out because, man, those birds make a mess. That's what I'm gonna do right now, is get the boat cleaned up again, and then go meet them, and then we'll all come back and just get the boat dirty all over again. Because that's just life with a full family, including birds.
Down by the sea, at the edge of the water, the coming waves kiss my feet.
Unbelievably hot. Let's go back to the boat.
The touch from the warm wind that's blowing.
Maybe once everything cools off a bit, we go look at Windpuff?
Maybe.
That's a face that wants to go see Windpuff. It's right there.
Making a sandwich with birds is really, really annoying. Come here, Jerry. No, Charles? Charlie? It's not for you. Charlie. Oh, Charlie. I need to cut this tomato. Gosh, could this be any more annoying? I just want a sandwich.
They also want their sandwich.
Well, we're getting ready to leave Herrington tomorrow, but before we go, we have to, of course, go see Windpuff. Well, we are here in at Windpuff, and I saw the transom, and yeah, it's gonna look pretty. It doesn't look pretty now. It does not look pretty at all, but once it's faired and made to look pretty, it'll look pretty. So where Windpuff is right now is about 2 hours away from our house and from Wisdom. And so as soon as she can be put in the water, Herby's gonna move her or him to a marina down in Baltimore where we used to live, and he'll continue the work there, and that'll be much more convenient, and things will go a lot faster, I think, because it'll be 20 minutes or 30 minutes versus 2 hours.
Herrington Harbor North is a great place to come if you've got projects that you're doing, because there's a West Marine in the boatyard. So if you need any parts, it's not, you know, oh, gotta pack up, drive for like a half hour or something, go get a part. It ends up taking you like over an hour just because you need a little extra wire or an extra connector or something minor. Here you just waltz on over there, pick up the part you need. They have a ton of stuff, so it's really well stocked West Marine, and then you can keep working on your project. So that was the original intention when I started working on Windpuff, and that's why we put Windpuff here, because if I'm, you know, knee deep in a project, I can just hop over there, grab a little extra of something that I need, and keep working. But it turns out that that wasn't as big of a benefit. Like, I've rarely gone to West Marine because what the projects that I'm doing, they're so big that the quantities I'm using are big. So I'm not going to start something with, you know, a tiny can of resin. I'm going to have a couple gallons on hand. So I found that I wasn't actually going to West Marine to get anything because I was able to do it all through the mail with Total Boat. So I just order the stuff ahead of time, come out here, do a whole bunch of work, and then head back. So it became a situation where I'm driving really, really far for the convenience of having a West Marine that I'm never using. So for that reason, we're gonna get Windpuff taken care of, get the bottom done, and then tow it up to Baltimore. And then I can work a lot closer to where we live now and hopefully get this project done a lot faster. Hi, Charles. Are you ready to go to Oxford? Yes. You should have at least 6 feet under you. If you don't, go further away. 6.3. Okay.
Good morning. We're headed to Oxford, Maryland. Yeah, Lil Bean. It's a quiet little town, not much there. Beautiful Anchorage. But what is there is Herby's grandmother. So we're going to stop in and see her. And we're gonna get some ice cream because there's a really great ice cream place in Oxford. And that's all there is. Herby's grandma and ice cream. So we were in Deale in Herrington Harbor for quite a while. We were there like 4 or 5 days. You know, typical us, get somewhere for a couple days and stay a lot longer than we intended because we were having fun and because the weather was horrible. It was like over 100 degrees every day. Really it was like 98, but it felt like 1,000 and no wind, and it just was terrible conditions for sailing, especially with birds, a baby, a dog, and us. So we decided to stay. It's a really great place. It's like a resort. They've got a pool, they've got restaurants, and there's a West Marine there. So it was just a really fun stay. Also, the highlight of it was seeing and spending time with our friend Greg. So no regrets there. Really fun time in Deale. But now we're off. And that's just the name of the game. Stay as long as you want, and then leave when you feel like it.
I don't know for how long I can carry on, pretending that everything's alright, and that it will be fine in the end. I step into the water to wash away the pain. The devil's breath on my neck, but the touch from a warm wind is blowing.
Yummy! Yeah, you have yours too.
Is keeping me safe. I don't know for how long I can carry on, pretending that everything's alright, and that it will be fine in the end. In the end. In the end. In the end. In the end.
Isn't this nice? Aren't you feeling so swell? Sailing, sailing, sailing through the sea.
All right, I'm starting to feel seasick, which is my MO. And William Marvin knew that, and so he sent me a little care package for seasickness. In addition to our amazing box spring. This looks very interesting. Clinically proven relief for the prevention and treatment of nausea and vomiting. It's a wrist brace. I'm sure you've seen those wrist braces with the pressure point, but this one's fancy. So maybe the fancy one will work, and let's test it out. Thank you so much, William. It's for motion sickness, morning sickness. Man, I wish I had this when I was pregnant. I probably did have it and just didn't know. Oh, charge before use. No! Sail today. It wasn't too sunny. It was perfect winds. We were doing 5 knots, almost 6 knots at some points. Really comfortable, steady, good, full sail sailing. Now that we're coming into Oxford, we're motoring a little bit. The wind has died, and this is it. This is our motor being really loud, and you can still hear me really well, and we can hear each other, and this is the beauty of an electric motor. There's no awful smell. The kid doesn't even know what's going on. The birds are totally comfortable. Everything is great. And we're doing about 4 knots with the sail and the motor. So we're coming into Oxford after a gorgeous, just really wonderful day of sailing, which we needed because our last sail was horrible because we couldn't sail because there was no wind. And it was like 8,000 degrees. So this really got us back in the spirit. Well, it is the coolest night that we've had so far, but it's still pretty warm in here. So without having to run the generator to turn on the air conditioner and all that, we're gonna try putting up our Windscoop. If you don't know what a Windscoop is, it's something kind of like a sail. You set it up over your hatch and it funnels the air, the breeze, into your desired area. For us, it's the bed.
So in the V-berth, we have this clothesline set up. Now, to it, we then tie the legs of the windscoop. So one side goes here, other side goes over there, and then in the middle, we have this one tied, and this is just we use it to direct the wind, because if you just have it dumping straight down and your V-berth is just forward of the hatch, then you just missed all that good breeze. So we have it so it comes in and then shoots it forward. And then we also have a fan up there at the foot of the bed, which is really great because that just blows more air around. And with the scoop and everything, it makes it quite nice in here. It's already making a huge difference.
Thanks for watching this episode of Sailing Wisdom. Don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and hit subscribe so you don't miss the next Rigging Doctor episode. And if you're interested in even more Rigging Doctor awesomeness, consider becoming a patron to see all of our extras. Can't wait to see you next time as you join us out here on the high seas.